What is going on, you guys? It is your boy Cyrus Obsidian here at Obsidian Games, and we are here to show you kind of what a combo tutorial of our recent beautiful deck that we had played in our Magician Pendulum. So we're just kind of show you what are some really good combos that you can do with the deck. Just gotta be sure that this is in focus here, and we can dive right in. So one of our standard combos for this deck will be starting out with Skullcrabat and Dragon Shrine. So these two right here are just full combo for, a standard combo that you want to do. So first you go off and start by activating the Dragon Shrine, and you're going to go ahead and send your lovely Supreme King Dragon Darkworm to the graveyard, which at resolution, if there's nothing left to be said, you can go ahead and activate the Darkworm to special summon itself since you control no monsters, and then you can activate its effect on summon to go ahead and search out for Supreme King Gate Magician. And the reason why we search out the Supreme King Gate rather than the Gate 0 is because we want to, if we do get drolled here, we still have a way to, scale this, pop itself to scale. But even then, like if you get drolled, then this kind of hurts in a way. But if you don't get drolled, you can just normal summon the Joker, and you go Joker to search out a secondary copy of the Supreme King Gate Magician. So assuming that you do get drolled and you don't get your copy of the Supreme King Gate, which we're just going to leave to the side for now, what you can do is you just overlay, go Baguska and pass, since most decks can't really play through Baguska. But if you don't get drolled, you add your copy here, you go ahead and scale it in the pendulums, just activate its effect to destroy itself. Go ahead and special here the scale Supreme King Gate 0, and then right here you can make one of two moves. It's really dependent on you and what you think is right for the combo. But for us, we're going to go ahead and just use Supreme King Gate 0, sending our Dark Rebellion Xyz Dragon to the graveyard to special, triggering its effect, and we are wanting to grab the continuous spell Pendulum Evolution. So we grab Pendulum Evolution here, so that way we can go and Pendulum Summon twice rather than the Wings of Light. And this profile is a profile that I played on our last episode of Local Diaries, so if you wanted to check that out, you can check it out up top. We'll go ahead and activate the evolution, and we're just going to go ahead and link into Beyond the Pendulum number 1, triggering its effect to go ahead and grab ourselves Double Iris here. And then now we're going to go ahead, scale the Double Iris, and then we're going to Pendulum Summon for 2. That's wrong. We'll go ahead and go Darkworm and Supreme King Gate. We will not trigger Beyond. But we will go ahead and use Beyond and the Supreme King Dragon Darkworm in for Xyz. We'll go ahead and use Xyz to grab the Skullcrabat back. Then we'll use Pendulum Evolution to shuffle the Skullcrabat to go ahead and grab Astrograph Sorcerer, because we are going to want that in our hand. Next, we'll go ahead and overlay our two gates here, go into Odd Eyes Rebellion, and then we'll go ahead and use these guys to link summon into another Beyond the Pendulum. Then we'll go ahead and use Beyond the Pendulum's effect again. Now you can grab one of two things. You can either go ahead and grab the Harmonizing here, or you can go ahead and grab the Performer Pal Pendulum Sorcerer, which is what we're going to go ahead and grab. And then we're going to go ahead and use the effect of Pendulum Evolution. Since we Pendulum summoned a Pendulum monster face down from the extra deck, we'll get a secondary Pendulum summon. we'll pen these two and then the Sorcerer from hand. We want to keep the Astrograph in hand, so we'll go ahead and trigger off Sorcerer to go ahead and destroy the Pendulum Evolution and Double Iris. And we're going to go ahead and search for the Odd Eyes Dissolver and the, wherever it is, the Odd Eyes Synchron. So since we got rid of our X-Seed, we're going to have to use a different way to get into Baron if we wanted to. But we're going to go ahead and trigger off Astrograph and Double Iris. You can choose which chains you want them to respond in. Typically I go Double Iris first and then Astrograph. And then Astrograph, go ahead and target. So we could really target the Supreme King Gate Magician in our grave if we wanted to, since it was destroyed, but we will go ahead and just target the Double Iris instead. And then off of Double Iris, we will go ahead and grab Time Pendulum Graph. So that way we get our follow-up. Go ahead and scale the Dissolver, and then we can use the Dissolver to go ahead and Fusion Summon using our Revolution and our Xyz Dragon here into Vortex. And then if we wanted, since we don't have a way to get into, oh, that's the wrong card. The Odd Eye Synchron, sorry. If we had a way to reborn the Synchron, we would reborn it back. This is where Selene would really come in handy in this extra deck. Since we have done 1, 2, 3, 4 spells, Selene we would go into, revive, and then trigger this as effect to special and do our whole Baron play. But in this case, we're just going to go ahead and link 4 into Apo. We'll go ahead and set the time, and then we'll pass there. And so that is the unfortunacy of not playing the Selene. If we did play the Selene, we could go Selene, revive, go into this, get Baron, and then still make our Apo, and we'd still have Double Iris in the scale. And that is also, so this was a 2-card combo, and this was, uninterrupted, right? So uninterrupted, you end with a 3-negate Apo, assuming we did the Selene route. Baron, Vortex, the pop with Time Pendulum Graph, and then you still have 3 cards in hand. And so, we'll just kind of draw 3 random cards, which could have been like really good fodder, or it could be Droll, Talents, and Ash for all you know. Whatever. You still get really good follow-up, and that is really good for just a 2-card combo. But if we wanted to see a whole utilization of our entire hand, let's reset the board here, and then we can show you what a whole utilization of an entire hand of this build would look like. Alright, so now that everything is back together, we'll do a starting 5, which a starting 5 is not bad. We see Foolish, Supreme King Dragon, Darkworm, Time Pendulum Graph, and Wisdom Eye Magician with a triple package talent. So first, we'll start off with the Foolish to kind of just bait things out. If the Foolish goes through, we obviously, of course, are going to send our Darkworm to the graveyard, and then we'll go ahead and use Darkworm to special itself out. Go Darkworm effect, add Supreme King Gate Magician to hand. Again, if we get drolled here, we still have a way to go around it. We can go normal summon the other, go Baguska. We can also still Pendulum Summon and do a nice little Pendulum. We can go Tactics right here. We have options. So we'll go ahead and scale the Gate, scale the Wisdom. We'll go ahead and destroy Wisdom to scale Double Iris. And then we'll go ahead and destroy the Gate to go ahead and scale a Gate 0. So this is the one downside. If we aren't able to get into a second copy of our Supreme King Gate, we unfortunately will have to Pendulum Summon, or we're going to do this big brain play right here, where we're going to normal summon our other Darkworm and just use these 2 to go into our Beyond. We'll go ahead and trigger Beyond, paying our 12 to go ahead and search for our Performer Foul Pendulum Sorcerer. And then we'll go ahead and pen summon 1, 2, 3. On summon, we'll go Supreme King and then Sorcerer. Sorcerer will go ahead and pop the Double Iris and pop our Gate 0. to go ahead and search out for our dissolver and our synchron, and then our gate magician will go ahead and search evolution. Next, we'll go ahead and use the we'll go ahead and use the dark worm in our time or beyond for Xseed. Oh shoot, we totally forgot we could trigger off double iris. So let's rewind. We catch ourselves, right? We catch ourselves. On resolution, we'll go double iris. We're going to go ahead and grab star pendulum graph. So this does change things. We'll go ahead and grab star pendulum graph. And before you do anything next, you go ahead and activate star and activate pendulum evolution. Here's the reason why. Because then we'll go beyond and our Supreme King Gate for Xseed, which will then trigger Xseed and star. So Xseed, we're going to want to grab our Supreme King Gate 0, and then off of our star, we are going to want to grab a copy of, let's see, there's options that you can do. I think in this case, we'll go ahead and grab we'll go ahead and grab a copy of double iris. Here's our reasoning behind it. So we haven't done a second, we haven't pendulumed or special summoned a face down pendulum monster. So unfortunately we won't get a second pendulum summon. But we add, where'd the double iris go? We'll go ahead and grab the double iris, so that way we can use pendulum evolution to shuffle it back in and grab astrograph. And then since our Xseed grabbed us back our gate 0 that I accidentally shuffled back, you can go ahead, scale, go ahead and fuse here these two for Vortex. Then we can go ahead and use Xseed, specialing this back, and then using its effect, special that, synchro these into Baron. Go ahead and set one card face down, and then you can go ahead and use these two to go in for a 2-negate Apollosa. So assuming if we didn't get greedy and we kept our double iris, which I should have done in the first place, we could go scale the double iris, and then that way we would have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 forms of interruption. And that is utilizing your entire hand. So, and you're not having to do as many searches, but you're still doing a lot of searching, and you also have the talents too if you were to go interrupted. But that is, a play utilizing your entire hand, what you have, and you just kind of roll with it. So that's the one thing I like about pendulums. It's so diverse enough that you can literally just do a lot of things, and you still can end on the same board or something similar. So that is it for this quick little combo guide. Sorry for it being really long, but stay tuned, guys. We are revamping this profile. So what you see here and what you see today will be different the next time we play it, as we are cooking with it and we are wanting to play something a little more better, shall I say. For now, we'll just keep it like that. But guys, remember, like, comment, subscribe, and stay tuned as we'll keep pumping out more content, and we're going to keep you guys in the loop of everything. So we will pass it over to you. So stay tuned, duelists.